What is it like to live in Hamilton in the springtime, and what is there to do? As after months of bundling up, going sledding, ice skating, and just drinking hot chocolate to stay warm, the spring is upon us with the longer days, nature coming back to life, and the warm weather we all love. So I thought in today's video, I would share the top 10 things to do when living in Hamilton in the springtime. And my first recommendation is to go check out the amazing flowering areas. As first, you have Royal Botanical Gardens, and here there's over 5 different gardens to choose and explore. And if you're ever wondering what's in bloom, they actually have a great website where they post regular updates, giving you an idea to see which gardens are best to visit to. As here, you're gonna find a wide variety of gardens, with my personal favorite, those flowering trees like those cherry blossoms or magnolias. But then in other gardens, you're gonna find those showy perennials starting to come to life. And while Royal Botanical Gardens is going to have the highest collection of these flowering trees as spring becomes in bloom, throughout Hamilton in the different parks like Gage Park, you're also going to find some cherry blossoms to enjoy. So if you're new here, my name is Matthew. I'm a local realtor, and this is my channel where I share everything about what it's like living in Hamilton and the surrounding cities. And recently I've had a bunch of people reach out looking to move here. So if that's you as well, feel free to send me a message. Otherwise, if you're interested in learning what my recommendations are for the best nature trails and waterfalls to explore, make sure you keep watching it to the end, as I'll show you more parks in just a moment. But another thing you can do during the springtime in Hamilton is attend Hamilton's Art Crawl. And this happens on the second Friday of every month. Hamilton's art and cultural hub along James Street North is transformed into a decade-old phenomenon known as the Art Crawl, which is a one-stop shop for experiencing the city's art, music, and food scenes while shopping and supporting local businesses and watching street performers until the night. Now here, there's no strict rules or schedules. The general gist is the galleries, studios, and stores and restaurants stay open and welcome thousands of visitors who fill the sidewalks every single week. Then the second thing you can do in the springtime is go and attend the Hamilton Tiger Cats season opener that happens every year in May, and is a great experience for all ages. As well, it's pretty affordable to go attend this football game here. Or you can go check out a European football game with the Forge FC club also having its home in Tim Hortons Field here. Other than that, another festival you'll need to check out in the springtime is all the great food festivals. As here you have So Hungry, which is a food truck festival on Auto Street North that's happened for 10 years in a row. And similar to the Art Crawl, you can see a lot of different music, drinks, and all the great food trucks coming out here. And then of course, you're gonna have a wide variety of different rib fests, with the first few starting in the spring months here as well. Then this next one is probably one of the most unique activities that I've just recently discovered that you can do in the springtime in Hamilton, and that is goat yoga. And you've heard me right. This is where you can go strike your cobra and downward dog positions, but then also enjoy the relaxing atmosphere of having goats in your presence. Other than that, if you wanted to do movie with goats, you can also do that too. Both of these events here are found at the Triple C Farm. Then another thing, and personally my favorite thing to do in the springtime, is the golf season is opening up. So you can go check out some amazing golf courses that are both inside Hamilton's borders as well as in the rural parts, as you have Trudeau Golf Course, which is a great 18 holes for beginners with the Bordeaux and Martin course, both respectively. But if you're looking for a 9-hole, you'll probably find me at Pinelands, which is just up Highway 6. It is a perfect 9-hole pitch and putt course if you're just looking to get like an hour and a half practice round in. And then if you're looking for more of those upscale golf clubs that has a membership, a clubhouse, one of the ones I'd highly recommend you go golf at would be Hamilton Golf and Country Club. Then other than the grill season, another thing that opens up in the springtime is the great patio seasons and restaurants to go enjoy. So some of my personal favorite patios to enjoy in the springtime, and this is King William District. And here is a popular street, otherwise known as Restaurant Row, that has many different great restaurants, all offering great patios, from Hamburg to the Mule to the French and many more. And then if you're looking to dine out and enjoy the beautiful weather and look at Lake Ontario, you have 2 options. The first is Edgewater Manor, which is a fine dining restaurant giving you perfect views of Lake Ontario from Stony Creek. Or you also have Barangas on the beach. perfect to grab a drink or possibly play on one of their many beach volleyball courts. And then if you're looking to grab a drink, you have a few other patios I'd recommend. First is just anything along Hess Street, like Gown and Gavel offers a great patio for you to enjoy this warm weather. And then you also have a few breweries like Collective Brewery Arts that have a beer garden to enjoy some craft beer. So if you're interested in learning more about other options and restaurants to choose from, feel free to send me a message. Then another thing you need to do when living in Hamilton in the springtime, if you're owning a home, is a spring clean and home maintenance. And while not as fun as grabbing a beer on the patio or enjoying the flowering trees, this is definitely an essential must, and it doesn't have to be hard. If you create a checklist and just do 1 or 2 things each weekend, it makes it super easy. So some things you might want to consider as the weather gets warmer and you're living in Hamilton. And first is a spring clean is an absolute must. Once that's done, head outside, check the roof to see if there's any missing shingles, if eaves troughs need to be cleaned, and then also make sure you're inspecting the foundation both inside and outside, as well as your doors, your windows. See if there's any leaks that need to be sealed up. And then you want also to check your AC to make sure it's running for when those hot spells come. Now there's a lot more that goes into home maintenance, and if you're interested in a seasonal checklist, feel free to send me a message. I can happily send you mine. But the next thing you can do when you're in Hamilton, as in the late spring, is when a lot of the outdoor farmers markets throughout Hamilton's different communities really start taking place every single week. As you can see here is the active list for the different communities and when you should expect to go to their farmers markets to go buy local produce and just support the local businesses. Then another must do in the springtime is to go on a hike, enjoy Hamilton's parks, and go discover waterfalls, as this is when they're going to be in the full effect when it's in the late springtime. Now if you're interested in my top 10 parks and waterfalls for you to go enjoy, that's the next video I recommend you go check out. So you can find that video right here. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day.